Hey folks, how you doing? I got a very good recipe today. It's a slow cooker turkey uh, spaghetti recipe. I liked it because it was easy, it was hearty, and I was able to do it for the entire week for meal planning. Some of the pros I liked about it was like I said, easy to cook. The spaghetti sauce that we made with the recipe was outstanding. I love the taste of it. Very unique. I enjoy the taste a lot. The Some of the cons was, I think, for meal prep for my 5 days a week or 5 day dinner plan, it was a little bit too much. It was kind of heavy after a while. It was good for 2 or 3 days, and then after that we got kind of sluggish because how heavy the meal was. But I think this would be great for the family dinner, church functions, or even meal prep. I hope you give it a try. As always, the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions will be on the comments. Let's get cooking. Let's go. All right, here's our ingredients for our slow cooker turkey spaghetti. This is a meal prep for 5 to 6 days. We got a lot of ingredients, but let's go. We got 1.5 pounds of ground turkey. Right here, I did the 93% lean, 7% fat. And we got the large onion diced. I went ahead and used a white onion for that. 4 garlic cloves minced. Then we're gonna do a crushed can of tomatoes, a big can right there. Great value from Walmart. And then we're gonna do the tomato sauce right over there. Then we're gonna do the diced tomatoes right over here. Then we're gonna do the tomato paste right over there. Then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of dried basil. Brand new basil right there. Then we're gonna do a teaspoon of the oregano, a big oregano container. Then we have the half a teaspoon of red peppers crushed. I'll probably do a little bit more than that because I like it spicy. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to sea salt fine. Then we're gonna do a black pepper, half a teaspoon. Probably do a tad bit more of the black pepper. And a tablespoon of olive oil. This is for the preparing the meat. 4 cups of chicken broth. I got the no salt chicken broth right over there, unsalted. 10 ounces or 16 ounces spaghetti noodles, broken in half. I got this protein spaghetti noodles. Awesome. And then we're doing the half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese using Kraft. And that's it. You could do as if you wanted to, optional, you could do the fresh parsley or basil or chopped for garnish. So the pretty simple process. Once we get going, we're going to dice up the onion, minced garlic peppers. Then we're going to cook the turkey. We're going to heat the olive oil on a skillet. Add ground turkey, onions, and garlic. Cook around 5 to 7 minutes. Drain if needed. And then we're going to load a slow cooker with all the ingredients, including the meat. And we're going to cook it on low and slow for 6 and 7 hours. You could cook it on high and let it fly for 3 to 4 hours. At the last 30 to 4 minutes, we're going to add the pasta. We're going to break it in half and add the pasta in. Then we're going to do a nice stir. Then we're going to go. All right, folks, let's get cooking. All right, folks, here we go. You saw I cooked onions and turkey and minced garlic for about 6.5 minutes. So now I got it in a slow cooker. I did have to drain some of it out. Now we're gonna make all the ingredients that makes the sauce looking good, smelling good. I'm excited about this. This is the first time ever I make my own kind of like pasta from scratch or spaghetti from scratch. I didn't. Sometimes I wish I could make the pasta from scratch. I had a friend in high school whose parents did that, but I've never tried that myself. Maybe down the road I could give that a try. But here we go. We're just gonna go ahead and add in the 28 ounces of crushed tomatoes, the big can. Here we go. Then we're going to add in the 15 ounces of tomato sauce. Beautiful tomato sauce. Then we're going to add in the diced tomatoes. And it says 2 tablespoons of the tomato paste. So let's go ahead and get that down. Here we go. That's 1 and 2. All right. Very good. And then we're going to add in, let me get a spoon real fast so I can stir this around. I'm always worried I'm not gonna have enough room for all this stuff. So we're gonna add in the 2 teaspoons of the, here we go, 2 teaspoons of the basil. Oh, actually 2 teaspoons of the oregano. Here it goes, 1 heaping turn and another heaping teaspoon. Then we're gonna add in the 1 teaspoon of basil. Here we go. And then we're going to add in half a teaspoon of crushed peppers. I'm gonna guess that. I want to add a little bit more because I love the crushed peppers. All right, then we're going to add in the teaspoon of salt. There we go. And we're going to add in half a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of the black pepper. I'm going to add in a little bit more. Do I have everything? I gotta do the chicken broth, but I think that's about it. And then we're gonna add in the chicken broth for now. Let's hope it fits. I'm always afraid it's not gonna fit. Getting close. I think it's gonna fit. Yay. There we go. All right. I'm going to carefully stir this. I'm going to stir it through the entire, most of the process. And we should be good. Like I said, I'm gonna do it low and slow for 6 to 7 hours. You can do it high and let it fly for 3 to 4 hours. All right, folks, we're gonna get this going, get it cooking. Then we're gonna add in the pasta for the last 30 minutes. Nice, fun, unique meal. Let's go. Here we go, folks. The slow cooker turkey spaghetti meal prep. And it cooked. I actually cooked it overnight. I'm gonna pack it up. It's gonna be my dinner for the week. And I was afraid I had too much sauce, but once I put the spaghetti in there, it expanded and everything's good. So let's go ahead and take a little try of this. You can see all the ingredients. I'm very excited because, made my home, essentially it is a homemade sauce and everything. And I feel like it's, you have better control of the, you know what's going into it. You know all the ingredients. And I feel like hopefully it's healthier. It's a good tasting one and it'll be perfect for the dinner. So here's part of my breakfast, trying this out, but I think I'm gonna like it. Let's go. Look at the textures, look at all the details in there. Very good. Holy cow. I'm happy I made this. And I wanna keep perfecting the slow cooker and doing different things. And I think this is a great addition to the recipe book. Let's try it again. Here's that. All right, folks. Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, the ingredients, the recipe, and instructions will be on the comments. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you give this recipe a try or a recipe a try. It's fun and it's budget friendly, getting more bang for the buck, and you're eating a bit healthier too, hopefully. And then I really appreciate you being here. If you got any value from the recipe or the video, please consider liking and subscribing. It does a lot for my channel here. And until next time, believe in yourself, keep cooking, and let's go.